All right, today we're diving deep into something called MapPass. It's a system designed to completely flip the script on how you think about your online self. We're going to look at their blueprint and see how they plan to turn your digital identity from something you just protect into your greatest asset. So let's kick things off with the big problem they're aiming to solve.
Think about it for a second. Right now, most of us spend a ton of time and energy just protecting our online identity. We treat it like a liability, right? Something to be shielded from hackers and misuse. It's this constant defensive game of complex passwords and endless privacy settings.
But what if that whole mindset is completely backward? What if that very same identity, all your data, your connections, your entire online footprint, was actually the single most valuable thing you could own? Something that could work for you. And that's the big idea we're digging into today.
And hey, this isn't just some pie-in-the-sky concept. This is the mission, stated right in their own documents. They're trying to build an identity that you don't just guard, but one that you actually own. And that, get this, actually rewards you for just being you online.
Okay, so how does this massive shift actually happen? It all starts by changing how we see our identity. It's not just something platforms use anymore. It becomes an asset that you and only you get to control.
In this slide, wow, it lays it out perfectly. On the left, you've got the old world. Platforms own your data, they get all the value. But on the right, the MapPass model. You hold the keys. You decide who gets access, and the value it creates comes right back to you. It's a total flip of the script on who's in charge.
So if your identity is this new kind of asset, well, it's got to live somewhere, right? It needs a container, a structure to hold and grow its value. For MapPass, that structure is called the founding matrix. And you can think of it like getting in on the ground floor of some exclusive, one-time-only digital real estate.
So what exactly is this founding matrix? Well, it's a 5x5 forced matrix. Now, that sounds a little techy, but all it really means is that each person can have 5 people directly connected to them. And as new people join, the system automatically places them in the next open spot. It fills in top to bottom, left to right. No gaps, no playing favorites. It's all done by the algorithm. And this is where it gets really interesting. This is where scarcity kicks in. This founding structure has a hard, fixed limit. There are exactly 19,531 spots. And once they're filled, that's it. The founding area is over, locked in stone forever. No more will ever be made.
So why that specific number, 19,531? Well, it's not random at all. It's just simple math. You see, you start with one person at the very top. That's level 0. That one spot branches out to 5, which branches to 25, then 125, and so on, down 7 levels. You add all those levels up, and you get exactly 19,531. It's the maximum capacity of this unique structure.
Okay, we've got the structure, the blueprint, but where's the money? How does this thing actually generate value for people? That's where their dual reward engine comes in. And it's pretty clever, designed for both right-now cash and long-term growth. Just look at this breakdown of where the money goes. When someone buys a $24 MapPass, a huge 54%, that's more than half, goes right back to the community in the form of commissions. Another 25% is used for things like liquidity and token burns, which are basically mechanics designed to support the token's value over the long haul. With only 21% going to operations, you can see the system is really built to reward its members.
So what this all means is you get 2 different kinds of rewards. On one side, you get instant cash payouts. These are paid in USDC, which is a stablecoin. Just think of it like digital cash that's always worth $1. So no crazy price swings. Then, on the other side, you're also stacking up the system's own MAPS tokens. That's the long game, the asset that's meant to grow in value over time. It's a really smart way to separate your right-now income from your down-the-road wealth.
Okay, let's switch gears and look at this from your perspective. What does your journey actually look like inside this thing? Well, the system has a very clear path for progression. It's not just about grabbing a spot. It's about what you build from there. The whole journey is set up like a ladder. Everyone kicks things off as a licensed advocate. Then you can start earning what they call crowns. Help 5 people get their MapPass, and boom, you've earned the Explorer crown. Get that to 10 people, and you become a trailblazer. And the top level, the Visionary crown, that's for people who help build and support a full community pod of 25. But wait, it gets even more exclusive. Inside that group of almost 20,000 founders, there's a VIP section,
An inner circle. The source material calls these the top of tokenization spots, basically the most valuable and influential positions in the entire structure. And there are only 750 of them. Period.
So, how do you snag one of these elite spots? Well, two things have to happen. First, you got to be one of those original 19,531 founders, no exceptions. And second, you have to be one of the very first 750 people in the whole system to hit that visionary crown status by building your pot of 25. It's a race, and it directly ties the absolute best rewards to those who build community early and effectively.
Okay, so we've seen the numbers, we've seen the rewards, but none of that happens without community. And this is where things get really fascinating, because MapPass isn't just about math. It's got this whole culture built into it, what they call the hand system, designed to make building a team feel totally natural.
And this is the heart of it, right here. They're trying to completely change the vibe. It's not about recruiting. That word just feels kind of cold, right? It's about creating a sense of belonging. It's about reframing growth, not as a sales pitch, but as an act of finding people who connect with you and complement your strengths.
And they do this with these 5 core roles, or what they call finger identities. It's like, what's your superpower in a team? Are you a commander, the one with the vision? A challenger who pushes for excellence? Maybe you're a harmonizer, the glue that holds everyone together? Or you could be a messenger, great at outreach, or an anchor, the stable foundation. The whole point is that everyone has a clear and valuable role to play.
So this whole identity thing gives you 2 super clear ways to build your team. You can create people like me groups, which is awesome for getting started because you're teaming up with people who think and act like you do. Or for a really high-performance team, you can build a complete hand group, getting one of each identity type to create this perfectly balanced powerhouse unit. And it all just clicks into place under this one powerful idea. 1 palm, 5 fingers, 1 movement. It perfectly captures the whole philosophy. All these unique individual strengths, the fingers, working together in total unity, guided by the palm, to create a single, powerful movement.
So there you have it. That's the blueprint. It's a seriously ambitious plan to build what they're calling a digital nation, which kind of leaves us with one last big question to think about. If you could truly own your little corner of the internet with total control over your identity and its value, what would you build?